What's up, MP?
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. A chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And I tell you, the excitement's starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
You look at MP, he's among the top 10 in the voting in the Western Conference. The fans rewarding him for a tremendous season so far.
And I'm sure he's grateful for that. But, Kevin, I know what he really wants is a spot in that starting lineup.
And with the starting 10 duly elected, don't forget to tune in. Now, let's go to Jennifer Keene.
MP, what's it like to be on national TV matched up against one of the other top contenders for Rookie of the Year? Does that add a little spice to the game?
Yeah. We're hyped to be on national TV. The fans want to see us go head-to-head. So, yeah, I'm going to try to show out. I'm the best player in my class, and I'm sure he'll do the same. Should be a great game.
I'm sure it will be. Thank you, MP.
Yeah.
Back to you, Kevin.
Great work as always, Jennifer. Thanks. Now look at Memphis's starting group. Jackson is out there with Edey. Then there's Wells. Then it's Morant. And for Portland, on the block, you'll see Kamara and Klingon. MP out there with Holiday. And it's Avdia in at the 3 spot. As the weeks fly by in the NBA, RJ, what changes are made at the player level? What are these players looking at, trying to work on, and aiming for?
It's just hard to see. It depends on the individual. For me, you just need to prioritize basketball, start blocking out any and all noise.
And as we get deeper into the season, MP's let it be known that he intends to get his hands on the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Well, he plays with a lot of pride, and we've seen that all season. But as much as individual goals matter, he's got to keep in mind that the best way to show his worth is to help the team win. And no point in accumulating individual accolades if your team hasn't had success. Winning still needs to be the #1 priority.
And for the latest news on MP, let's hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey there, guys. Well, there's a lot of excitement coming into this game with a couple of Rookie of the Year candidates on the roster. When I asked MP about it, he said, I've had this game circled on my calendar for a while now. I'm ready to show I'm at the top of this class. Guys, I like his confidence.
Thanks. This should be a great battle to watch. GA, despite their youth, this Blazers team showing some grit at the defensive end of the court.
Yeah, very disruptive. Length on the perimeter. Donovan Klingon towering in the paint. And Charles Billups on the sidelines preaching that hard-nosed approach.
Master Wells. Outside Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. A 3 from Morant. Rebounded by Kamara.
I'm all right with him taking that shot close to the hoop, but really not from long range.
Avdia finds MP. There's a screen by Kamara. To the paint. Stolen by Jackson. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Wells in the corner. A 3-ball. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
MP outside. Stolen by Jackson. Fast break, Memphis. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, we know Morant can put up tons of points, but Ja is at his best when he's also involving others.
On the wing, Holiday. Back to MP. Launches from deep. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Last time against the Trailblazers, they lost in Portland.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched.
in the last one.
And a lot of that begins with effort. Putting in the work and closing out possession should make this a much more contested game.
Edey gets the bucket.
And you know what? He doesn't mind getting his hands dirty when it comes to really fighting on the backboard.
A really good start for him overall. He's already having a big impact on this game.
Swinging the screen for MP. Pass to Holiday. MP with a screen on Morant. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Temperatures are dropping, but every young star on this list has been red hot all season. Here now a look at the rookie race as we see the best of the best around the NBA from all the first-year players. In the league. You look at MP, well, he's shown he's a force as we move along in the meat of the season, sitting pretty at that #1 spot now, and it's his race to lose.
And this is just a special player. No question he should be favored for the Rookie of the Year award at this point.
He has to be. The thing that's impressed me most is his mental toughness. He's got the kind of poise that you just don't see in a lot of rookies.
Brandon Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Richard the Dynamic John Morant. He is an absolute fan and broadcaster favorite.
I'm trying to think of a more exciting player than John Morant, and I'm coming up short. John doesn't just make plays, he makes memories.
Morant outside. Back to Jerome. Clark sets a screen for Jerome. Misses the three.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
The drive by MP. There's a screen by Kamara. MP, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. The 10-footer. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And Holiday kicks to MP. Down low. And it's Clingan with the jam.
I'll tell you, not only does Clingan set sturdy screens, he knows how to make himself available for the pass.
Grizzlies have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Back to Jerome. Memphis moving it around. Back to Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from deep. Not going to go that time. And the Grizzlies, they come in off the loss. MP deciding where to go with it. Pass to Clingan. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Morant. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Memphis out in... And it's been a pretty even... Ends up going with the new group. Memphis leading by 11. On the block, you'll see Kamara and Clingan. Holiday out there with MP. And it's Avdia in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Here's Morant. Morant bullies his way inside.
Oh, one thing about Ja, he's determined.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Now the Grizzlies are one of 8 remaining teams, Richard, in search of their first NBA championship.
And the closest they've gotten was that grit and grind era, when they made it as far as the Western Conference Finals in 2013. But can they get back to that level?
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Memphis was simply terrific. He scored 17 points and had no trouble getting the ball to shooters. It's been an incredible stretch for him, and we'll find out soon enough if he can keep it going. Send it back to you guys.
Nice work there, Allie. Thank you. You know, GA, you wonder how much of that performance can carry over into this one.
You never really know what will happen game to game, but I sure wouldn't bet against him.
And his teammates shouldn't be relying on him to do that either. They need him to be ready to step it up.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
There's a screen by Kamara. Here's MP. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Jaren Jackson. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. Front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That is so true. Shams, thank you very much for the report.
A great score. Morant showing his poise on that shot.
And this Grizzlies organization, Greg, not afraid to innovate.
Yeah, we see that with the offense they've implemented. Different from just about any other team in the league. Rather than pick and roll, it's much more predicated on off-ball shifts and cutting.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
To the middle. Count the basket. He's got 9.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
Looking at Memphis, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Trailblazers in Portland. They host the 76ers after this game. That'll be the final game of this 5-game homestand. Avdia, the pass to MP. Back to Avdia. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Here's Klingon. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And the Grizzlies leading by 14 to the inside. Edey gets the bucket. Edey's got 6.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
MP outside. They set the pick. They need this. It's rebounded by Memphis. Stolen by Avdia. The 3 from MP. And Holiday kicks to MP. Fires the 3. MP nails the triple.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. Right back after this break.
Hello, everybody. Before we dig into the game at hand, let's first catch you up on the trades happening around the NBA. Veering off topic a bit, I wanted to ask you guys, who would you say is the best trash talker of all time?
Man, there's been a lot of them. But I'll go with either Bird or Jordan, because trash talk is only good if you can back it up.
I really can't say because nobody talked trash to me. They were too afraid of the consequences.
Okay, now that's a lie. Because I talk trash to you all the time, and I haven't seen any consequences.
Changing focus now to the tough first half for the Trailblazers.
They've done some good things.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Trailblazers trail by 13. So on the floor for Memphis. Morant is out there with Jalen Wells. Then there's Edey. Then there's Jaren Jackson. MP outside. There's a screen by Kamara. Here's MP, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Oh, crafty move there from MP to get to the foul line. The young man, fearless inside.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And the Grizzlies leading by 11. Pass to Edey. And the dunk by Edey.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Now Kamara. MP outside. And a miss there on the triple. And for Memphis, they're shooting 69%, showing you what a well-oiled offense looks like tonight. That one goes in, and that's 10 points for Jaren Jackson.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin. John Morant looking to lead the way. He said, I set the tone. My teammates feed off of it, and I love to compete. That's how we all grew up, playing on the blacktop outside, competing at a high level when there was no cameras around. Back to you.
He's got that alpha mentality. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully. It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Morant against Holiday. A floater, and it's Morant missing.
Their first miss since the break. Still, I like how they've come out so far.
Kicks it out to MP. MP gets the job done inside.
Looking like an old hand out there. MP working the two-man game to perfection.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
And let's hear from you. Make some noise for your Blazer dancers.
And it's time for a look at our rookie leaderboard to see which rookies have been the most dangerous scorers in the league over the last 10 games. MP is number one.
Showing flashes of just explosive scoring ability. When called upon, he can put buckets up in a hurry.
Morant against Holiday. In the center of things, Morant.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Let's see some of the numbers here for Ty Jerome.
The most positive thing about his last 10 games, the work on defense. His mindset has become very aggressive. The steals are up, and he's becoming a big factor on the defensive end. And you talk about building a legacy. That's MP's mindset, not just for himself, but for this team.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. 17 points was their biggest margin. They can look forward to San Francisco after this game and a matchup against Golden State. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at Portland. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And, of course, there's the Grizzlies. Just need to take it a game at a time.
Yeah, and when you look at Portland, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. So this is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very beginning. And it's pretty clear right now who was right.
Some nice passing there by Memphis. Just 5 to shoot. Morant with a wide open look. Good on the three-point shot. Morant's got 16 points.
He's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Trailblazers trail by 16. MP outside. It's MP muscling his way for 2.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Launches a 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. There's 1:38 left in the third quarter. MP outside. Morant with the steal. And here we go. Fast break and Morant's got it. And the dunk by Edey.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
In the corner, Kamara with it. Pass to MP. 5 to shoot. Inside. Stolen by Jackson. Floats one. That shot off the mark. Good D by Holiday. Here's MP. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. And that's now 24 points for MP.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
Jackson nails the baby hook. And the Grizzlies lead by 18.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Powerhouse slam. Clingan gave it everything on that one.
For the 3, that one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
MP inside. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
And he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Jackson, a screen on Holiday. To the paint. And Jackson throws it down.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Entirely new group here for Portland. Clingan, he's checked in for Jeremy Grant. Toumani Camara comes in for Murray. MP's checked in for Sharp, and it's Holiday in for Lillard. On the block, you'll see Camara and Clingan. MP out there with Holiday, and it's Abdia in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland. To the middle, here's Camara. And slam dunk by Camara.
How about the vision from MP and the pick and roll? That's very encouraging to see.
There's a screen by Aldama. Down low. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. MP, no good.
Uncharacteristic, but that's a bucket he'll convert 90% of the time.
Fires from the wing. Again, Memphis.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
Jackson, a screen on MP. Rips it down with two hands.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, we'll take it.
He answers with a dunk of his own.
If you get open, MP will find you.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now.
Here we go, Lakers fans. Here comes your Trailblazers dunk team.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Jack Edey, he's checked in for Santi Aldama. And Wells is subbed in for Ty Jerome. And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra said to the team. In the huddle, he reminded them, quote, "This would be a huge statement if we can finish this off, but we have to stay focused until that final buzzer. It would be a big upset if they can hold on, guys."
And Allie, thanks so much. Fires the three, and there's the three.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Throws it down. What an assist!
And when someone as big as Donovan Clingan gets going. He's so hard to stop. Keep feeding the big fella.
Holiday against Morant. Here's Jackson. 6 to shoot. Now Edey. Jackson outside. Lets loose a three. Doesn't get that one. MP. It's MP finishing at the other end.
Well, he might be young, but it's easy to see why they go to MP when they need a big-time bucket.
Morant looking around.
Yeah, easy call.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Well, how about the poise he showed there, making this a 2-possession game.
Holiday outside. Now MP, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Now here's Morant. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
And the first of two, no good. Mike Brady.
Jaren Jackson Jr. 2 fouls.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that increases their lead to 6.
No time to waste on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And an intentional foul right there.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul. Someone different.
Fourth team foul.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're behind by 8. What's your take, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
And I'm sure coach is encouraging them to play to the final whistle. Then they can get out of here.
There's a screen by Kamara. MP. And so the Grizzlies take the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the